5 seconds.
Hello, welcome back to the MDL League. Sorry about those technical issues during the break. Oh, guys, hold me. It's been a long one. We've had some fantastic games going on. They've every series has been going on as pretty long. Sorry about all that, but we've made it through to the next match, possibly the final match if SG can close it out. So SG versus Luccini. We saw Luccini taking a very convincing lead in the early game, in game number 1, and they had a very good push lineup, and they very nearly managed to close the deal onto SG. But unfortunately, SG managed to turn it around, and Costa Bio on that troll warlord never let it fall behind, never let it go. He was constantly fighting, and he ended up being the champion for his team. I mean, you got to give credit to his team though. The Lina and the Tiny made so much space. They kept finding kills, even when they were behind. That kept them in the game. That kept them strong enough to defend. And then, on the back of the Troll Warlord, they found a few chances. They took full advantage of it, they hit some timings, and they went for it. And that is a sign of a good team. And SG are a good team. Not saying Luccini aren't, but I mean, Luccini, they had an advantage. They weren't able to close the game out. Also, some bad Roshan timings for Luccini, I think. But yeah. So one of the biggest moments actually was when SG were able to take the Roshan away from Luccini. They lost the Aegis immediately, but they didn't need it. Alrighty, so this game, we're going to change things up a little bit. We got a first Razor and the Disruptor coming out from SG. Nice combo of heroes, really nice combo of heroes, in fact. Luccini, well, they're going to keep with the Witch Doctor and Dark Willow. Nearly worked well for them last game, until it didn't. And I'm wondering, they haven't actually banned the Troll Warlord. No Sand King, he's banned out.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Pugna.
Alright, so Pugna coming out for Luccini Gaming. That's going to give them a bit of push, and it looks to me like it's going to be another aggressive draft from them. So not willing to change things up right now, which does make sense to me.
Remaining.
I mean, they love these push lineups, they love the aggression.
5 seconds remaining.
Now SG, what are they going to respond with? I mean, they've already got the Razor. Doesn't really work too well against any of these heroes, though. I mean, you don't have that core yet, but the core picks are what you pick the Razor for, so.
Dire team pick.
Night Stalker.
Alrighty, we have the Night Stalker coming out from SG Esports, and that is a direct counter pick to pretty much every hero on the Luccini gaming side. If this Night Stalker gets going, and I actually think if you put this Night Stalker in a core position, he's going to do quite well. He's going to be able to pop that silence, and I mean, these are 3 squishy spellcasters, which generally
5 seconds remaining.
Night Stalker does very well against. I mean, okay, the Pugna might be the exception. If the Pugna survives through that silence, and he's going to turn around and life drain you, and that is something which Night Stalker really can't do anything about. The Decrepify really ruins Night Stalker's day. But the silence is really good versus the Pugna, obviously, and if you can silence him for a team fight, then he doesn't really help out very much. Possibly, SG could go down a route of stacking up a bit more damage. Try and get a nice quick team fight, maybe something like a Queen of Pain. And that way you make your silence on Night Stalker more valuable, even more valuable, because you end the team fight quicker, therefore, when you have high damage loadouts, this long silence is going to make all the difference, because the team fights happen much quicker and it's going to be decided much quicker, and that does make the difference. So Luccini got some options here. They got to start picking up some cores. Got those supports. Got the Pugna. They can lane it anywhere.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, so they're going to take the Tiny on Luccini this time. I mean, obviously, seeing the strength of it last game has inspired them to take it into their own hands, but no. I do understand it. Works well with the Pugna as well. Of course, you can decrepify a target. One of the biggest problems with decrepify sometimes is when you have a right-clicking carry and they are going onto a hero, you don't want to decrepify it because then then the right-click stop coming through. But Tiny loves decrepify. He's also got a ton of magic damage, so he's more than happy for you to decrepify his target because he's gonna have it toss and with the Pugna damage as well, someone is going to get blown up very quickly. But the lifestealer pick by SG is absolutely huge. I mean, this is the rage. This is the inbuilt rage, the inbuilt BKB, and that's going to help a lot versus the Pugna and the Tiny. Alrighty then, final banning stage. Luccini, I feel like they need to get rid of these lifestealer vessels. Right now, you've got the lifestealer, but you've got no one to jump in with, and maybe you're gonna have Razor in the offlane. I think maybe you want to get rid of the puck. Boom, called it. There we go. Might be late. It's 2 AM here, 2:15 here. I've been up all day, but we can still call the puck bans every time. Every time. That's what we're about. Alright, SG. I mean, I'm not even going to try this one. I don't even know what Luccini going to lane this. They've got so many options. Their draft is extremely versatile in that respect. I would guess they want to get rid of maybe just a kind of lifestealer counter, which there are maybe get rid of the Beastmaster again. Is he still in the pool? Beastmaster's still in the pool. I'd get rid of him. He does pretty well versus the lifestealer. Doesn't care about Night Stalker. Good versus the Razor as well. Anything which is going to lock down that lifestealer for a long time, I mean. Because Luccini, they're panicking right now. They see this lifestealer pit, they go, oh, we don't have anything to deal with that. Okay, the Weaver, to an extent, that's kind of the same thing. Like, Weaver can just juke and jive and not really worry about the lifestealer, but they've got a Night Stalker, they shouldn't really be worried about Weaver. So, last picker from SG. They need that lifestealer vessel. They get rid of the puck, no surprises, so they need an offlaner, high mobility offlaner. Who do you choose? Maybe a Blink Builder. Maybe you get the Brew. Doesn't really work too well versus Tiny though. Interesting to see how much these teams are valuing Dark Widow though. We've seen a lot of Dark Widow the past few games. Not getting banned out, but getting picked up a lot. So, anyway. In terms of respect bans as well, Luccini actually banned the Nyx. And SG banning the Lycan as well, so that's quite interesting. Also no Gyrocopter, thank god, because Gyrocopter's very good at the game. SG, final pick, burning down the clock a little bit. I mean, they want to make it to the finals. They want to. I mean, they want to make it all the way. SG are one of the favorites. They won their group, and now there's only one game between them and the finals. 2 games between them, and making it all the way to Changsha. The DK is picked up by SG. So he's a bit of a lifestealer vessel. He is a hero which is gonna build a blink at some stage. I would guess. Just because, but the Night Stalker's not actually a bad option. I mean, Night Stalker can, at the nighttime, can climb over the trees, which is actually really useful, and he's pretty good at getting on top of people. The Luccini, final pickup. What did I say they were going to pick? I can't remember. Oh yeah, something which can lock down Lifestealer. I forget what that is. They might pick up the OD now that they picked DK though. That'd be greedy versus Night Stalker.
Choose your hero.
Oh boy. Okay. Luccini are gonna pick up the Medusa. Obviously looking to go for a slightly longer game after all. J-Marie will be playing that in the middle lane, Madara on the Tiny in the safe, and Swords Pugna in the off lane. Meanwhile, Kostabia will be playing their carry Lifestealer, and basically we're gonna have a good old-fashioned early game versus late game team. Lifestealer, he hits his peak around that kind of 20-minute mark, Once he gets that armlet or radiance, it's pretty much good to go and start fighting. And DK and Razor, they only need a couple of items, probably get drummed on the Razor, Blink on the DK, and that is going to be SG's loadout, and then they're going to start to pummel on Luccini Gaming. Luccini, they're basically looking to respond, they're looking to hold back, they're looking to keep on taking little ganks, go for skirmishes, and not really commit to full fights, take objectives when they can. But most of all, they're looking to wait, because this Medusa is going to need a couple of items first before she can stand against this team. Now, I think the Medusa is actually a kind of crazy pick. I mean, they've got pretty decent initiation. Lifestealer is a hero which can stand toe to toe with Medusa. Admittedly, that ulti is really, really good versus a Lifestealer. Lifestealer is a guy that wants to hit you at a certain timing, and then Medusa can just pull off the ulti, and then Lifestealer has to run away or get inside something. Okay, here we go. Possibly the final game of the night. Luccini, they could bring it to one more. I wouldn't put it past them. They're on a hot streak. They made it all the way from the very lowest point in their group to the semi-finals. They've got to be proud of that, whatever way this goes down. And because this is SA, we are going to start with a pause. But don't worry, I came prepared because I have my harmonica, and I'm going to play you guys a little number. Just kidding, that's not going to happen. Don't worry, you're safe. We're not that bad. We're not doing that. We haven't sunk to those levels just yet. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. We'll bust out the harmonica and play some tunes. Maybe I could play the harmonica, although in a way that might even make it better. I could learn to play the harmonica in SA pauses. That's a good idea. Sorry. At this stage, yeah, it's been a long day with a lot of pauses, so I think I'm allowed to just, you know, make some light of it. No, I'm not actually salty. Says through a pained grin. Oh, that was weird. It was a pause which wasn't an unpause which wasn't an unpause. Maybe just not able to unpause in these games sometimes. But there you go. Okay, so let's talk lanes. We're gonna have Gemmery in the middle lane on the Medusa versus a Razor. Now, Razor's gonna do pretty well in this lane. Although maybe Medusa can just sit back and fire off some snakes and basically stop the Razor being able to jump her. That is obviously the plan. Meanwhile, in bottom, we're gonna have the Pugner, maybe with the Dark Willow against the Lifestealer. Lifestealer isn't actually that good against that, because whilst it sounds good because he's got rage, it kind of isn't. And look at Lifestealer's positioning here. Costabil sees it all, though he doesn't know that these heroes are smoked, actually. He actually only thinks there's one hero here. And Dark Willow's so confused. Look at the pings into the trees here. Costabil's kind of just walking around like, doop-a-doop-doo. I know there's a Dark Willow here. And now he might see everyone. Did he catch? He must have caught a glimpse of people there because he's running pretty quick. They're just going to assort their dominance, put down some wards, and Master might walk into a sword here. Yes, he will, and immediately decides to get back, not interested. Meanwhile, up at top, they're searching around, seeing who they can find.
The battle begins.
What have we here?
So, no exciting things happening for the rune. And yeah, we do have the Pugner in the off lane, and it looks like Madara's going to go and be the 4 this game. Oh no, he's TPing top, sorry, yeah, he's going to be the... What is going on? This is lag. Yeah, this is server lag. Brazil. 500 ping. Okay, this is just the servers doing their thing. This is what these guys gotta put up with, you know? It happens. Arigato, Valve. There's Pekko. Alright, we're just saying go. I think if everybody's lagging, no one's lagging. Am I right, guys? Alright, so TP's coming in on the top lane. Madara looking to hard carry this game. I'm done. Who said that? Madara. Madara's just doing the damage to Leposa here. Leposa's gonna probably be in trouble, actually. What is this? Oh my god, this is terrible. Jesus. I like the way Sorth just says Brazil server every single time. I mean, can somebody clip this and put it to the Valve forums? Because this is a competitive game. This is a qualifiers for a tournament. This isn't the first time this has happened today either. This happened before, so we don't get this over in EU servers. Give our SA scene some love. I mean, they got a lot of players over there. They got a lot of teams, and it feels kind of bad for these guys. I mean, we all saw it. We all saw it. Man, I'd be getting really good at the harmonica by now. Go remake? No, they can't remake. We've had this argument before. They're actually not allowed to remake. They have to stay on the servers, unless both teams agree, which they might do, I don't know. But even then, I'm not even sure they remake. We're just having a bit of banter in the chat, but... So Tiny in this, I mean, he's basically like your safe laner, but just trying to make space. You know, we saw him last game make incredible space for the Troll Warlord. We'll see if he can do the same thing this time around. With the Medusa making space for him. Alright, let's see how we go. I think it's going to be nice and smooth this time. I can feel it. Laposa taking a lot of damage in this tree line though, and they have actually got the toss on Madara. This is ridiculous. What the actual hell is this? Oh my god. Oh, the pauses, the BM, everybody's not happy about this one. I mean, this is insane. Like, how can you play this? Let's talk about something else for a little bit. Let's MDL Changsha. I don't know where Changsha is. So that's about the extent of my knowledge on the topic. There's some teams going there. I think VGJ Storm just made it over there. I don't know who else. Oh, did Team Vega? Yeah, Vega Squadron just beat Team Spirit to make it over there as well. So there's some other teams going on. I watched that game. That was a thrilling series, best of 5, and went to the full 5 games. And Vega and Team Spirit just looked so even the whole time. Oh man, the chat wanted the harmonica. I'm sorry guys, I can't provide. Alright, we're saying G. We're saying mercy, Valve. Everybody say your prayers to Lord Gaben. Please let this servers work on this blessed day. And it's crazy because it was working just a minute ago and now they're dying. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's see how it goes. We should probably look at the top lane where the kill's happening. I almost forgot about that, but they do find the first blood.
I can take care
Yeah,
of
it's still
myself.
bad. It's still very bad. Medusa will pause up again. I like the way they pause every time, and every time it's the same WTF, OMG, every single time. Like it's the first time it's happened. I mean, I understand it's frustrating, but I just find their reactions funny the way it's WTF. What's going on? But no, it's frustrating. Whoop. Server or XXX. We don't read those words on stream. You can see them, but I'm not going to sing that loud. I can't play on... Yeah, SG can't play on Peru. EU. Okay, now the Willow wants First Blood. They want to remake with First Blood. But what are they remaking? Like, what? They're in... Oh, NA? We are? SA? I don't know. We're figuring it out, guys. We're figuring out what to do. If you ask me, I think we take it real life. Each person cosplays as a hero and they just meet up in a field and just start punching each other. The poster says I feed. Wow, this is really Jesus. Oh man. Stream has currently been up for since 5 o'clock my time. Is stream's up for 9.5 hours, guys. Could be the last game, but looks like we're gonna have a rehost. I'm not seeking sympathy, except I blatantly am, but when you seek sympathy, you have to say I'm not seeking sympathy afterwards, otherwise people think you're a dick. Looks like we're remaking, so I'll send you guys over to a lovely Wade screen, and hopefully we'll be back soon. And I'm not going to leave you, don't worry. Oh, we've got the hole. I made a hole for the lobby, and now I kind of regret it. There you go. You can just have a black void instead. Alright, I'm going to try and find this lobby. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to remake with a different server. I don't know what server. And we're going to have them pick the same heroes in all pick, and then Dragon Knight is going to run mid and get killed by the Dark Willow. And everyone's going to be happy. Oop, we're on the Brazilian. Oop. Oh, dear me. There you go, guys. You can see the lobby filling up. Not wasting any time this time around. Okay, so they're literally walking out in the in the little chat, the pub chat here, the server chat, just saying, alright, so we're gonna TP top, okay? First blood on Willow. No TP Witch Doctor and me. Tiny deserves it, says Sword. They're gonna remake in the Brazilian server. Okay. Okay, this seems risky. Do we want music? You want me or do you want music? Well, there's a 5-minute delay, so I'm gonna guess what you guys are saying, and I think you guys want more of me. Who wouldn't? But we'll put music on as well, just to make this this whole situation a little bit more bearable. I'm very sorry about this. There's I started the stream so professionally as well, and at this stage I'm just basically hanging out with you guys and trying to watch some SA Dota, but it's not really working out too well. Oh boy. So this is the craziest thing I've cast. And now they're getting mad at each other because of the suggestion that they want to rehost on the Brazilian servers. they're genuinely getting mad at each other. Because one team is saying we should remake with Brazilian servers to try a different route, the other team is saying we should go on different servers. The poser says, I don't care MMR, just go feed. We're getting into character now. Seriously, I'd be ready for a live harmonica concert by this stage. I should do this. Maybe not a harmonica, because who wants to learn the harmonica? Like, I want to learn the harmonica. Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys. Hopefully, we'll, oh, we're missing the Chinese observer. That's one of the players. One of the players picks up that we're missing the Chinese observer. I don't know. These guys are beyond me. Ah, the Chinese observer wouldn't have been able to read any of this, so they might just be still sitting in the game wondering where everyone went. Okay, we found the Chinese observer. The Chinese observer's coming, guys. Don't worry. They're actually figuring out. So the poster now wants to drag the wave back because that's what he was doing when he fed First Blood. He's saying that he should be allowed to drag the wave back and then give First Blood so that he gets the creep wave where he wants it. Yeah, apparently we're giving up on the Chinese observer as well. Alright, we've gone without the Chinese observer. Sorry.
All pick.
Kind of bags, it's their server as well. It's their tournament. Whew. Okay. Here we go. I'm not even sure what servers we're on. I lost track of everything. Time and space.
Disruptor.
So here we go. We're just going through the all pick to remake the server. I have to say, full credit to the admin. Handled it well. We'll get rid of the music now.
Night Stalker.
Team's just blasting through the picks. Any discussion going on? Not as of yet.
Tugna. Witch Doctor. Razor.
Alright, we're picked up. Pekko says same opening. Don't know why they would swap up openings. Alright, let's go. Now this is going to be interesting to see how they do this because are we tagged up? I think we're tagged up. Oh good, we're tagged up. Phew. Alright, so the DK needs to go top, pull the wave back to here, and then die to the Dark Willow.
Prepare for battle.
Their sword was cheeky and tried to get them to give the Tiny the kill. Because he deserved it. You say what you want about the S, I think they got fantastic... Fantastic joke. Sword says, can I have my ward? In the same place. Same wards? This is a fantastic display of gentlemanly behavior. At the very least, no hits. So they're just kind of hanging out. We're having a bit of a pause. Poser, you're supposed to be a bot, by the way. Okay. So, someone who was supposed to be bot? Was it Tholico is supposed to be bot? I'm fairly sure. Jericho's gonna destroy his TP. Welcome to SA Dota. If you're just tuning in,
30 seconds to battle.
this is this is SA Dota, everybody. So I'll do the play by play. Tiny, he's trying to catch Leposa here, but Leposa's just too fast. He's juking him. The Tiny just can't catch. He's running him in circles. Madara just can't find the hit. He's running in circles. He's running right around each other. Leposa with the jukes. How do you play against this? Madara just can't seem to find him. Leposa running around and around and around. Madara, he's getting dizzy. And now we get the runes the same way. Same rune, says Jericho. We're doing it by the book, guys. Still, they're just running around each other. Madara taking a few chunks out of Leposa here. And yeah, now Leposa will get his creep wave pull. Jericho will follow. I'm gonna give him credit. They're doing it exactly the way it happened before. Oh, although if they kill him right here, okay, he did actually get to the tree line, but whatever. Let's just go. So there's your first blood. We're back to the way things are. No lag as of yet. Fingers crossed. Looks like we're actually going to play some Dota. Only took about half an hour to sort out. Alright. Nice build, by the way, says Pekko. Who's he talking about? Is this a stage we're at now, or it just kind of... Did he change his build? I don't know. Meanwhile, up at top, oh, the toss forwards on the Dark Willow, I think, could actually result in the Dark Willow dying. Okay. Was that just a kind of return gentlemanly? No, I think that was an unintentional feed, actually. Blimey. Alright, so in the middle up. Tholico does actually end up going down to Shadow and Madara somehow. Just the toss and tree? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Sword laying down the harass onto the disruptor here. It's really hard to get back into the kind of flow of the cast after that, but we're doing our best, you know. Must be even harder for the players, to be fair. Like, they just spent all this effort to try and make things back exactly how they were, but it looks like we found a regular server. And Costabile is going to start leading the farm chart down here, and I doubt that is going to change this game just because the Pugna can't really do a whole lot on his own to stop that lifestealer from farming up. Jericho going to find a haste rune. And head towards the middle lane and maybe get some harass onto 4DR. They will take some hits from the tower though. And oh, out comes that static link, and he's going to get 38 damage, so Jericho does need to be careful. The snake bounces, doing a fair amount, but the evasion up the hill, the bramble maze will catch 4DR. Actually walks into both of them here. Maybe, can they finish him off? But the plasma field doing a lot of damage. They can't quite find the last hit onto 4DR, making it out at about 4 HP in the end. As fortunately the courier passed him, but there was no salve to be had. Well, Sword taking a couple of hits from the Thunderstrike there, but in return he gets a bunch of CS for it, so he's going to be alright with that. No. Sword getting relatively low, but he's actually going aggressively onto Pekko. Misses the Nether Blast, and Pekko will survive.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not even take that much damage. So, now in the middle lane, J. Marie doing not so bad. 13 last hit versus 14. This is Medusa versus Razor. He's doing fine. And this top lane Madara's having a pretty nice time. Again, I was talking about it before we had the pause and the remake and everything, but Tiny is going to be basically space creation man right here. He's going to get the pickoffs, and he's basically just going to go entirely, probably Shadowblade, Echo Saber or something like that. And just look to get kills this game. Buy space for the Medusa, get the Medusa some items, and get her fighting fit. And then you can go for stuff. Meanwhile, Pugna in this bottom lane as Tholicore coming in as well. He does decrepify himself. Will take a bit more damage from the Void because of that. Now chasing down Sword. Can they kill him? Well, the stun is out from Shadow, but it doesn't land onto Cosmo. Yes, it does. And now the Pugna Blast going to come through, doing quite a lot of damage here. Shadow just trying to get them right clicks off. And Sword is still alive. He's going to turn it around. He finds one with Tholicore. Oh, Costabile nearly dying as well, but they might well find Pekko. Yes, they will. What a rotation from Shadow. This is impressive stuff from Luccini. Costabile will heal himself right back up again as Pugna is trying to blast him away. Not successfully. But wow, I can't believe they didn't kill the Pugna there. I mean, 1,000 damage from both of these guys. This is full making the most out of your heroes. Well, we have Tholicore in the middle lane, taking advantage of this first night. But Medusa is a tricky kill. That Mystic Snake will throw it off onto 4DR, but he's got a salve ready to go. Meanwhile, down at bottom, they're going to try again on this Pugna. Well, once scarred, and yep, they were going to back off quite quickly once that support comes in. No latches on the Bramble Maze, and a lot of damage onto Pekko. Tholicore just trying to fight it up, but I mean, it's a really tricky hero to fight up against, as we've seen before. And Tholicore thinking of going for more, but finally deciding not to. Oh my god, Razor has turned up and he's got a lot of damage, but they do have that malediction onto him, so I think the Razor might well fall for his efforts. And now with a Pugna Blast, that's going to finish him off, forcing back everybody else. Nope, still going for more. Pugna doesn't care this game. He is going at it, and now they will realize they have to back up. Costabile is coming in, going on to Jericho here, and with that static storm, static field, sorry, there is no way to get out. The playing field hold them still. Jericho, he's going to drop as well. Nice rotations in from the Lifestealer. Glimpse. Shadow probably run the other way now. Nice paralyzing cast, gonna hold them back, and Shadow will escape because of that. Although I say that, Tholicor's coming around the back, but Lifestealer, Costabile's a little bit more reserved, doesn't quite want to dive that just yet. Oh, damage out onto the Disruptor. Pekko. You think he's gonna be alright? Although, Sorth says keep going. Ooh, Pugna Blast just about missed. Meanwhile, Constabile going on to Shadow. Pugna still chasing Pekko. Constabile does find the blast onto... well, Pekko dies and Shadow dies. So.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Sorth just getting loads of damage off on this tower as well. I mean, this has been such an active lane for the Pugna. I would look elsewhere on the map. We've got Medusa versus Razor and Tiny versus Dragon Knight. Both of those lanes are really boring. So we're going to look at bottom. Boticor takes that stun. The Cursed Crown coming through. Oh, there goes out the Decrepify again. Look at how much damage the Night Stalker is taking right now. And with that Cursed Crown, they're keeping him still. Another Pugna Blast will do the job onto Tholicore with that Shadow Realm. Now, Costabile coming forth onto Jericho. Oh, look at that. TP out. There's the Decrepify from your teammate, and then it's going to ensure a safe exit for him. The poster up at top will get stunned up, and now that Malediction is out onto the Dragon Knight. Madara's not interested. He's just going to keep on farming. Alright, so let's try and recap on objectives of timings. I mean, we have some really early timings on the side of SG. They've got the Lifestealer, they've got the Dragon Knight, and they have that Razor, so they have a very early fighting team. I mean, they're going to hit a couple of key items and then basically go at it. Luccini, on the other hand, they're looking to wait for a little bit. I mean, they're happy to play around some objectives, see what chances they get this game, but mostly they've always got that Medusa to fall back on. No one is going to stand up to this Medusa late game, but you don't want to lose before then, obviously, so you still have to be taking fights, you still have to be taking objectives, you still have to be keeping pace with the SG side, which is not going to be easy for Luccini. They can't just sit back and let the Lifestealer, Razor, and Dragon Knight do whatever they want this game. They've got to fight them, they've got to kill them, and that's what the Tiny's for. Get those items up on the Tiny nice and quickly, and he's going to be able to kill stuff. I'm talking of which, he's found a Blink Dagger already this game. You might even go get involved in bottom. Take the fight to SG. Jericho waiting around. Meanwhile, DK, he's popping that oldie and just going on that top tower. Oh, Bodycore. Probably going to get stunned up here. Yep, will do. And Jericho and Shadow chasing. Can they find this kill? Decrep fires out onto the Night Stalker. They don't have any more slows. They do have the stun. And are they going to keep on going for this? You betcha. Now the silence comes out, but the Malediction is already there, and that'll finish him off as Shadow gets credit for that kill. Tiny, there we go. He's having a look down bottom. Blinks in. There's no one left. The Madara's rotation is wasted. They actually find a kill onto the Medusa, who came to top lane. That was a mistake, as SG were looking to do exactly the same move on Luccini, except SG actually found someone.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, no one's actually turning up in this bottom lane, disappointingly, for Luccini, and their top tower is looking very, very low, but in comes Pugna, but Costabile is just going to take the tower. Does go to the Radiant, in comes 4DR and Laposa. This is all cause turning up to this fight, and Shadow is in trouble. He's just trying to walk away, accepting that his Pugna is dead, and moving on very quickly from this death of his friend. Dark Willow should be okay. They don't really have the catch just yet. Cursed Crown used. Shadow Realm as well. It's a lot of damage. Keep him in lockdown. Now comes out the Malediction, and the toss will bring down that Razor.
Out for fallen rocks.
On the poster, he's got the Breathe Fire, he's got the Elder Dragon form. Maybe they find Madara here. They've got the glimpse back into Leposa. They're going to use it. Oh no, they're just going to go for the Sonic Field. Nope, the Kinetic Field used as well. Tiny could be in trouble. Starting him right on the edge perfectly. Then the send back. And Madara, is he going to survive? He certainly is not. Nice little two-play here by Pekka and Leposa. Just playing off each other really, really nicely. Seem to be very in sync in that gank.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Maybe they're twins. Oh, I'm just gonna farm some stuff. Uh-oh. Your Puckner's in trouble. Yeah, there's your Void. He's silenced. He's dead. How much damage did he take from the Razor? Quite a lot. It was a very quick death summary. Right, when you click anywhere else it disappears, so you either look at it or you don't. And we didn't.
No gold for you.
Well, 4DR having a pretty good start to this game. Sorry, it is 12 minutes. We'll throw it over to the net worth and see the Tiny well on top. Followed closely by the Lifestealer. Only, well, 200 gold between them, 300 gold between them. Yeah, it's a fair amount. And there's the Medusa doing pretty well for herself. Doing better than Razor, actually, despite the Razor's kills. But I guess he's also died himself a few times. But there's a smoke up bottom lane. They're trying to find Costabile. Can they do it? He's going for this Radiance. So any death now is going to be quite big. Madara guesses and guesses wrong. And Costabile just juking them around the trees, just playing them. Do they know? Can they find him? Madara, he sees him. He sees his target, but 4DR is waiting smoked up. In fact, everybody is waiting smoked up. They are turning right into a trap as Tiny, he gets torn apart. In comes Jericho using that bedlamp, but gets glimpsed back. Shadow with a nice ulti from the high ground. Not able to finish anybody off. Maybe this Malediction will be enough. Yes, it certainly will. And Costabile pops out, says hello, and tries to get himself out of here. He has got the TP available. Rage TP goes off. No cancel for that. 4DR also able to escape. So we just go back to farming because we're Medusa. Now looking for the Dragon Lance. Medusa is definitely getting the farm she needs this game. Could be troublesome. Uh oh. 4DR's in trouble. Maledicted's on him. But he's trying to steal the damage from Shadow. Actually, nice positioning here. Gets him out of range. And still taking all that damage. When the miss uphill stops him getting the kill into Shadow. And he does not have enough health to really stick around here. And the glimpse back into the ultimate from the Disruptor. Is it enough damage to bring down the Tiny? Once again, just stunning him right on the edge. Madara in trouble. He goes down. SG, take out this Tiny again. And I love what they're doing this game. Focusing this Tiny. Because as I said before, he is the space creator. Like, it doesn't matter that much if you focus on Medusa in this early stage. She's still not going to come online for a very long time. Tiny, he is nearly on. I mean, he's got a blink. He's going for that Shadow Blade. Each time they kill them, they're making their team of Luccini more vulnerable. And SG more powerful with their 3-core early lineup. Jericho kills Tholicore. In the middle lane, looks like Tholicore just stuck around a little bit too long on that Night Stalker. Classic. This middle tower really is taking quite a beating here. And with that Pugner just coming forward and laying down those blasts, it's not going to stay standing much longer. They will use a Fortify, just cause, but no real attempt to actually defend it. Disruptor coming in here. Could be in trouble, but 4DR coming in the backlines. It was all a distraction though. J. Marie popping that ulti, popping the Mask of Madness, trying to get the kill on Pekka here. Will be successful. Meanwhile, Razor, how much damage does he have? 78. It's not a huge amount. Bedlam coming in. That's going to do a lot of damage, but not quite enough to save her own life. But they do still kill the Razor, so worth. Now Leposic throws a stun out onto the Pugner. Now comes Costabile using that damage, and then the Death Ward to turn it around. It's Avalanche and Toss combo by Madara. Is it enough to kill Leposic? Yes, it is. Costabile does get away. Tholicore flying after him. Well, Luccini taking a very, very good fight there. Excuse me. And a Tiny... Maybe they should have focused on the Medusa a little bit more. Not sure. Hard to say. Very messy fights, though. Going in on the back of your Disruptor dying. Always a risky move. They tried to use the distraction to allow 4DR to get off a bunch of damage, but I think they dropped the terrorize for it.
Radiant are scanning.
And meanwhile at bottom, it's Madara and Jericho pushing out this lane. There's no tower here, so it's just for the farm, just for the positioning as well. And look at these dire wards. I mean, they've got this safety ward here for the Medusa. Nice scan here, so they know there's someone coming, but it's just the Razor, surprisingly. The safety ward for the Medusa here, which kind of shows exactly what they want to do. And then you have the aggressive ward to see the rotations and try and catch some smokes, maybe. Oh, Costabile gonna get inside that Ancient Thunderhide. Got a bunch of spells. Got a whole bunch of spells. Slam. War drums, frenzy. Go on. Drop that slam. There we go. Oof. Killing them creeps. And he's got that radiance now on the lifestealer, so they're just creeps naturally dying around him. That's really weird. Well, SG are coming to escort this Thunderhide, which is pregnant with a little lifestealer friend. Madara, he's got the Shadow Blade now. I'm not sure he can kill 4DR though. They're going to go for it anyway, and with his team here, maybe they can as the malediction comes down and 4DR surely will drop. Now Dragon Knight, the ulti from Medusa, he's got to look away and he will be successful in doing so, just retreating out. Buyback actually from the Razor. They know how important this fight is, and in he comes to the backlines. Jerry, Marie will have to get out, so they interrupt the TP, but the Terrorize, I don't think it matters as Costabile is doing the damage. We'll be able to take him out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, the Kinetic Storm is down, and they take out Dark Willow and the Tiny. This is huge. Wait, what? Guys, finish the job. Finish the job. Oh, you nearly cost Pekko his life. He would have been pissed. I'd have been pissed. They're going for more. They're not done. I mean, they need more. This is the first fight with SG of really looking that they can take, and Sword can't quite make it to the Shrine, and Shadow could be in trouble as well. One more blink forward from Lickposter, and Shadow is down. It's a full team wipe for SG, and this is big. This is really big. I mean, this team wipe is everything.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So it doesn't really matter that SG were able to kill a bunch of it doesn't matter that Luccini were able to kill a bunch of the SG heroes earlier on. Now that SG have found this team wipe, they are ahead, and this is exactly where what they wanted to be all game. They wanted to be ahead, they want to take objectives, they want to keep putting the pressure on Luccini, and with these cores, it means so much more to them. So Madara, he's got a lot of work to do in terms of keeping his teams alive. Putting on the pressure, getting the kills, creating the space. 4DR, he could literally just go on 4DR now and kind of fight up with him, but I think he dies without any support. Oh, stun out onto the Tiny, but they will help him get away. Only 84 damage on the Razor, so just a bit of a defensive play. And this is just Luccini. This is exactly what they want to be doing, just creating space for the Medusa. She's still got a fair amount of farming to go, though.
What have we here?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mask of Madness used. Let's go top. Take some more creeps. And Madara, I mean, I love the way he's just farming here. He doesn't want to take any of the Medusa's space. This is all about Medusa. Getting her as quickly as possible. She's basically playing like a budget gyro. And Madara's just basically staying in this side of the map. I forgot how badly that ruins the map. Do you have a little bit of pause coming out from J. Marie? Gotta be a good reason, because I can assure you nobody wants to be paused anymore in this game. Who's Dragon Side? Oh, it's Dragon Knights, okay. Gee, sorry. Who knows? Middle lane. They're looking for this lifestealer creep. Actually doing a pretty good job of bringing it down. He's inside the Prowler, which isn't the tankiest thing in the world, but now he's going to jump out onto the Pugner here. Can they finish the job? The Radiance may well just do it. Shadow with the Death Ward, and no, they've got what they came for.
is under
They're
attack.
happy now. I love the way Leposa just playing on the edge of the range of that spell. Jericho being chased by the Lifestealer, and again Leposa just playing so efficiently. He knew the Lifestealer could finish that one up. He blinked forward to try and get more. Now 40R, not managing to steal a whole lot of damage there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Thorlicore getting really, really low, but it was able to escape. We had a buyback on the Dark Willow. Doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, here we go.
Dire's
Top tier 2 goes down as well. SG hitting their timings, as I said, and looking to be taking towers and putting pressure on. Interesting they go for this pipe on the DK, but it is a great hero to have a pipe on. A lot of the time when people play DK, especially in like pub games and stuff, not so much in pro games, but in pub games, they kind of go, my hero is tanky, and then they kick back and they buy a bunch of aggressive items and, you know, Shadow Blades and armors, just go, my hero is tanky, and they sit back and then they wonder why they're dying all the time. DK has terrible magic resistance. I mean, well, he's got the same as everybody else magic resistance, and his armor does not help him against that. I mean, health regen, yes, but armor, no, and health regen only comes in a tiny amount whenever you're actually in a fight. Well, not a tiny amount, but you know, you get the sentiment. So, always makes sense to make sure that if there is a Pugner or something, or a main damage deal, magic damage deal on the enemy team, that you buy yourself at least a herd, and turning into a pipe is sometimes nice for your team. A little kill on Pugner here. I'm not sure why Pugner was there, but he was. I think he was just pushing out this bottom lane actually, by the looks of things, yeah. Trying to get a nice shove down there. Tiny looking for a kill. And he will find the Disruptor, but messes up the Avalanche Toss combo, still gets the kill. But now there's a lot of heroes coming in. I think Madara just gave his life for a Disruptor. Worth it? I don't know. I would say no. Qualifier heading into the middle lane. Now this Night Stalker has gotten a lot done this game. He's not fantastic on the net worth chat. I'm pretty sure his KDA isn't that pretty either. 5, 6, 10. Very good, actually. And it does show. He's got some dynamic courage, he's got the Under Shadows, he's got the phase boots, and he's been just making so many aggressive players. This Night Stalker is the perfect support for this draft. I just love SG's draft. It's very tricky for Luccini to win with this draft. And again, they tear apart. And 40R is just like, well, I'm not going to look at you, but I am going to steal all your damage. He managed to take 68 actually. Oh, he didn't max out Static Link. I was wondering why he doesn't seem to be getting any damage this game. He's actually put the points into Plasma Field. Oh, there you go. Courier. Courier. Does he have Hunter in the Night? He does not for 3 seconds. Oof. Courier surviving on 8 HP. Rough.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle. Now they will suffer.
Jumping into the middle lane, Jericho being open wounds up, but does get that Decrepify from his teammate. It's not enough to keep him alive though. They've got the magic damage and they find the Dark Willow once again. Oh dear. This is her 7th death this game. Crikey.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
SG are looking pretty unstoppable right now. Luccini, they have to find a way to hold on. They're sending their Medusa bottom to try and draw someone back. I love this pickup. Just Rapier. Let's go. Let's go.
Dire's top tower
I'm down.
is under
I'm agreeing with that. They didn't manage to hold off SG long enough, and now this gold lead just seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know. Maybe you want a couple of items first before the Rapier, but yeah, she gets the Maelstrom. I wouldn't be surprised if she went straight Rapier, but hey, you know. Here we go, SG, grouping up together, and they're actually backing out, looking to maybe go in the middle lane. So I want to have a look at some items real quick. First actually, let's check Medusa. Yep, she's hit level 20, she's got the 700 mana, that's actually a really big one. just makes you so much more tanky. I mean, like 700 mana, that's almost double your mana pool. We're gonna throw up some items. We got the Age of the Immortal, on the Lifestealer of course, and the Sanjin Yasha. And that Radiance. How much longer do we have on the... Okay, we got 1 minute 40 left on that Aegis, so you kind of want to make something happen with it. Razor, he's got that 10-second BKB, looking to make something happen with that and the Blink Dagger as well to help him back up his buddy DK with his own Blink Dagger. And of course that Pipe of Insight been working very well from the Night Stalkers, just upgrade to the Solar Crest. It's a good time for them to go. Meanwhile on the side of Luccini, I mean they've obviously got this Hurricane Pike and the Mask of Madness on J. Marie. It gives him something. Not enough, not really any damage though. I know, like 200 damage isn't terrible, but when you're playing against the likes of DK and Lifestealer, you do need to be able to shove people out of this game, and they only the Pugna's got anything else, and with 2 BKBs, well, BKB and a Rage on the enemy team, very, very difficult for them to achieve that. And Pugna's actually going to walk straight into 4DR and Tholicore here. If he dies here, this is huge. Being able to get that radiant... Oh, he's actually bought the Sacred Relic. He's actually going for it. What? He sold his Maelstrom and has bought the Sacred Relic. J-Marie's going full out. Full send. And if they get a kill here, that could be a complete. Now the pings are out and yeah, 4DR's scared. Another quick disconnect, so that gives me a chance to look through the side of the Dire, Luccini. Got the N. Pugna's got the Aether Lens. It's quite nice for defending high ground actually, it gives you the extra range which you need to be able to sit far back without getting caught out, without getting blinked on. And BKB on Tiny now. Also 10 seconds, so at least they have that to avoid the magic damage of the Disruptor, Night Stalker, the DK. They do a lot of magic damage on the side of SG, as well as a lot of physical damage. And they're just a very damagey lineup. Damagey, tanky, got it all. It was quite greedy lanes from SG, and we did see them suffering a little bit in the laning phase. But they managed to find the farm now. Now they have an advantage, as we say. Not probably willing to let it go. As things did drop back to Luccini a little bit. So this was a laning phase, as I said, a little bit rough for SG. But that's to be expected. They picked very greedy lanes, but it's their timings now. And look at this. Lifestealer just coming in and dropping the damage onto Medusa. And he doesn't even care, jumping out. Gonna find the kill onto Shadow. Radiant's just doing absolute work. J. Marie does actually find the kill onto Laposa now. There's a Medusa. Does she have that rapier? Yes, she does. She's doing work. Oh my god. She's taken out 3 and... Oh man, they did not see this coming. And the Aegis throws. And Medusa just gets back. That was a phenomenal fight. Rapier Gaming. J. Marie does it. It was brave, but for this fight at least it's paid off. 3 kills. They got 2 kills and an Aegis, and they didn't lose their rapier, and they only lost their little fairy, their little Dark Willow.
This sustains, gold remains.
Notice everybody's suddenly dying. Then it occurred to me that that rapier had probably been picked up. This is quite insane from Luccini. Quite an insane game so far. I mean, when it starts like this, you can't really expect it to go any other way, I guess. J. Marie, well, before he was hitting for 200, now he's hitting for, well, just above 500, and in fact, exactly 532. Which is quite a lot of damage, as you didn't know. I mean, how does this Disruptor stand up to this? He takes about, with physical resist, 25% physical resist. He probably goes down at about 5 hits? 4 hits. 5 hits. From the split shot reduction as well, you got to take into account.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Well, SG. I mean, they could really use this rapier, right? This rapier is everything this game. And Witch Doctor is literally following J. Marie around. No surprises there. This is the rapier game. This is... defend it.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Up on their high ground.
Radiant's top tower
Not
is
wanting
under
to give
attack.
anything away here. I mean, the rapier, yeah. Medusa's actually out here completely on her own. So I was just saying they got to protect the rapier, they got to keep it safe. But Medusa's like, hey, you guys, you know what? I'm just going to go farm our own jungle. Is that cool? Completely alone without any sight, except here. I guess they wouldn't expect it, but it's still very, very risky. Just for a bit of farm. Every single Dark Willow competitive player does this, just charges up that ult. SG waiting on the high grounds, turning off the Radiance, that's when you know they're going full sneaky mode. Here we go, jumping forwards, they are going to find the Pugna. Now comes the ultimate from Disruptor, actually only getting the Dark Willow. The Dark Willow will say, oh, never mind, Shadow walking through and getting eaten alive. And J. Marie, well, wants to get himself an ultimate orb at the very, very least to help himself survive. The Radiant Ward does pick him up. Thorlicore coming in, this could be bad, Medusa. She doesn't have the Hurricane Pike slowed down. Badara just going to toss him up. They know they need to keep him away. And look at the damage. Thorlicore gets blown up. J-Marie blinking forwards. Oh, sorry, being tossed forwards. Oh, Disruptor. Glimpsed. That's the one we were looking for. And the Divine Rapier still alive and kicking. Surprisingly indeed. SG are really... I mean, it puts you into this awkward position where you really kind of need to jump on this Medusa, but you don't really have the resources to do that. Well, they have Blink Daggers, but, I mean, jumping that far forwards, and why is XD just called? I don't know. Tiny going for the AC. I mean, that'll help the Medusa's attack speed, which is what this game's all about right now. It's saving Private Deuce. I mean, at what stage you just go, hey, you know what, Tiny? Just build me a Moon Shard. You know, you got Blink, BKB, Shadowblade. No, that would be bad, because you basically just make yourself a single core carry, and that's not ideal. So Ping's coming out. Once again, Thorlicore's like wanting to catch people. Nice ward here. Is it going to block the camp? No, it is not. Yep, good ward, but they did see it put down, I think. There you go. Smoke up is used. They know where... No, they don't know where Medusa is. They need to get her. Constable looking around for a target to hit. The Disruptor ulti. Not really going to catch them well. Medusa's going to plaster herself onto the side of it randomly. Pings out. Jericho is the one who's going to drop. I want to keep an eye on J. Marie, so we may watch some action. Okay, let's go. Madara's dead. I mean... Toss is used, so we call it up onto the high ground. J. Marie just wanting to get all the way back into base here, get that bit of mana back, and maybe we can defend. Pass the CTN. These guys just chatting away with one another mid game, you know. Well, creeps are falling, and Medusa's going for this Lincoln Sphere next. Decent. I mean, obviously it's a very good item, especially when you're the rapier carrier. This is such a crazy game. Medusa's still ahead on the net worth, and I like the Medusa idea. You know, you want to get this farm up on Medusa, get it to the stage where she's hitting like a carry. You don't make that space, so you just buy rapier, and you say, well, now she is hitting like a carry. On the flip side, that if she dies, then we lose the game. But I think if she dies at that stage, you lose the game anyway. So. All send. Meanwhile, they did do Roche. Sorry, I was watching on the minimap, but you guys can't see the minimap, some of you, as well as us. I mean, the entire Radiant team were just shoved into that tiny little square, so... Generally, you can assume that if everybody's in Roche Empit, they're probably doing Roche. But, still. Actually coming in behind. SG might want to get out of here. Yeah, the TP's out coming. Tiny's hanging around. Shadowblade's about to run out. Oh. Shadow's dead. What's he gonna do? Throw a cask? Nah. Just accept it. Madara TPing out. Plasma field is on cooldown, thankfully. Madara will escape. Yamon Medusa. Now gets a full Iascati actually. Doesn't go for the Lincolns. Wow, that's ballsy, but I mean, well, if you've got the farm, then why not? And it's really, really good versus everybody in Luccini. Being able to slow down this life stealer is absolutely huge, yeah? And the Razor and the DK, so fantastic pickup. Doesn't give you that extra layer of protection, but you get more stats from it than you would from a... I can't believe that Mr. Juice has managed to hang on to this rapier. 4 and 2. I'm actually surprised she's not going BKB as well, just versus the Disruptor. If she gets caught in the static field, things could be awkward, as well as big glimpse coming through. Gotta be careful about that. Slow used on Madara, and Madara's just kind of sitting, let me back in! Very big pings from the Night Stalker. Not sure what he's trying to tell us. What are you trying to tell us, boy? Medusa's fallen down the well? Well, that was like a really old British joke about a talking dog. Sword just being a bit BM there. Oh, okay, I just wanted to stop it attacking, but of course, then Medusa can't kill it, and she would have killed it quickly anyway. Now hitting for, yeah, 300, 400 plus... Yeah, a lot. 550. Smoke. Actually going forwards here, they're just running out of the base. Look at this escort. Medusa's just running around with 2 bodyguards all the time. I'm still amazed that Medusa hasn't died this game. I mean, she's not got a BKB. Costabille's ripping apart everybody else on her team. Like, just look at the deaths. 7 deaths on the Pugner. 10 deaths on the Dark Willow. 8 deaths on the Witch Doctor. 6 deaths on even the Tiny. And Medusa is sitting up there with 2, but they will be able to bring down that Pugner. Madara jumping in, and here comes the damage from J. Marie. What can he do? Costabille surprisingly tanky, not really bothered about the rapier even. He's got a heart, that's why. He's got a heart, an AC. He's sitting on nearly 30 armor. And here we go, jumping forwards. They will find... Jesus, so much damage on these guys. It feels like everybody's so far behind. And yet they've still got this rapier. J. Marie will get jumped on by 4DR. I think this might be 4DR's mistake here. He will go to bring him down, but then comes a Disruptor ulti. Medusa, no, can they finally bring her down? They stun her up, they take her out, and GG, boys, it's called. GG. Thank you, Madara. 1 versus 5. Oh, that was mean. That was mean, J. Marie, but somewhat true. It's a shame. It was a really nice idea from Luccini to pull out this draft. It was a pretty interesting Medusa pick. Nearly worked. Forced into the rapier. I'm sure that wasn't the original plan. And they clowned around a bit. They made a good game of it, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you agree with it, Luccini are going out, and SG are going to go through to the finals. So it is going to be SG Esports versus Infamous tomorrow in the SA finals to find out who's going to make it through to the MDL LAN event in Changsha. It's going to be exciting. Join me tomorrow for that best of 5, but I think you guys will agree. I'm gonna go kick it. I'm gonna go kick it. Someone shout out to somebody on Twitter. Anton on Twitter for actually following off my joke request earlier for a certain drink in the castle. I was just joking around saying it, but he's actually gone ahead and bought me a drink because he's a really nice guy. So shout out to him, Anton. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the best of 5. It's been a long day, but I'm looking forward to it. Infamous versus SG Esports to find out who makes it through. I've been NomadCasts. Thank you very much. Please throw me a follow, and I'll see you tomorrow.